Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Marcie Besecker, an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I am from Clovis, California, and tonight is game night. I'm so excited. It is bingo night. Make sure, first thing before I forget, make sure you are on live chat. So at the top of your chat, there's a little drop down arrow. If it says top chat, you don't want that. You want live chat. So it can be live and everybody's chatting. Otherwise, you'll get the top people that are chatting and you won't get to see everything. So just make sure that is good. Bobette, that reminds me of open, open, open. It's like Christmas. Yay, I'm glad. Hello, everybody. I'm not going to go back above and say hi to everybody. I did read the messages so far because you know how bingo night goes. It gets kind of lengthy. Oh, thank you, Judith. I appreciate that very much. Laura Ann, it is not too late to join. So the very first thing I was going to say is I do have some kits still available. So below, click on the August bingo link. We're going to chat just a little bit. I'm going to create a card first anyway. So before the very first bingo is when you need to be registered. So make sure you register and pay. And please let me know your numbers on here so I can write them down. If I try to switch over and go to my email, my YouTube gets all behind and it gets all kind of wacky. So yes, you can definitely join. Hello, Carolyn from Scotland. How exciting. Hi, Dee. How are you? Oh, Bobette, thank you so much. So my upline and I have been chatting today because we're excited about our leadership. I call it leadership, but it's backstage next weekend or next week. We're going to Vegas, so I'm super excited about that. I'm getting all my dollars ready and because I'm going to win big. And my swaps are done. I'm going to record the trucking video. I have not done that. I'm going to do it by this weekend, I think. Bingo will be done. It's already packaged. It's not sealed yet, just in case I forget something. You know how that goes. But it is all ready to mail, so they will go out tomorrow. So I'm trying to get on top of things, in addition to my family being here. So, yay! Bling Bling Crafter. Hello, everyone. My very first time to see. Oh, what this is all about. Oh, you're going to have fun watching. If you're playing, because I don't know who, what is your name, Bling Bling Crafter? I think we chatted. Oh, thank you, Barbara. You know what? I just found this. I love these cold shoulder. They're called cold shoulder shirts. And I like them a lot. But they're kind of hard to find. But I honestly found this on Amazon, if you can believe it. I thought, well, I'm going to try it and see if I like it. So you may see a few because they've got tons of patterns. I just decided to give it a try. It's kind of hard because I'm losing weight and I don't want to get crazy buying too much stuff because hopefully I am still going down. So I'm trying not to spend a lot of money on clothes, but I have to have some because it's, you know, kind of funny. Pat, hi Pat. So I wanted to talk to you guys. We're going to update a few things while we're waiting for our bingo players to get on. I know here in California, it's just 5 o'clock. People are getting off of work. And so I give them just a little bit of time to get home. And so we're going to go over just a few things first and get a little bit of business out of the way. And then that way people can still register if you would like to. And they can also get home and get ready for bingo. So what I do is I do a card first anyway, so it gives everybody a little bit of time. And I'll explain bingo in just a minute. The first thing I wanted to do is show you my new notebook that I got. This is from Stampin' Up, but you must be a Stampin' Up Paper Pumpkin subscriber. This is an add-on, and I'm going to show it to you in just a minute. Let me show you the kit. It looks like it says 8 treat packages, 8 note cards, 8 coordinating envelopes, a Lost Lagoon Stampin' Spot, a polymer stamp set, specialty gold foil pieces, and detailed die cuts. That's what you get in the Stampin' Up, or excuse me, in the Paper Pumpkin kit. Now below that, there on the left where I put the heart, you're going to see that that's the notebook, and it is $15 as an add-on. And so the item number is right there next to the heart, 163270. So let me just show you really quickly what it is. Look at how pretty that is. And it comes with this little clip Okay, so you'll have this little clip. Tony, I got your registration. I'm just going to need your numbers. Let me pull my paper out. I don't want to miss anybody, so let me write these down as I go. Okay, so you get the little clip, and then look at how cute this is. Look at these polka dots. Isn't that cute? And like that distress look. And look at these. These are all, let me see if they're stickers or if they're, oh no, I think they're stickers. Yeah, they're stickers. So these are a full 2 sheets of stickers. Grateful, thankful, hopeful, creating memories, enjoy the little things, our family, good things today, gratitude journal, I will cherish this moment, and thankful for. And then you've got some leaves and some different designs. So you have 2 of those. And then you just have a bunch of really nice notebook paper. It is really nice. And so for me, I think that this, in addition to your paper pumpkin kit, would be a great Christmas gift. So you do your paper pumpkin, and don't forget to do this. If you are a paper pumpkin subscriber already, or even if you register tonight, there's a link below for paper pumpkin. If you register tonight, you can go online and order these now. Remember that the add-ons are usually while supplies last. 2, 12, 24, 15, and 7. Thank you, Tony. I have it. Hi, Margie. I do have you down for bingo, but you haven't paid yet, so don't forget to do that if you want to play. All right, so anyway, so something it's hard. It's hardbound, front and back. So I was really impressed with this. It's got the double spiral. I don't think it's perforated. Let me perforated. It is not, but really, really nice. Lots of nice cover and back to add those stickers onto to make it look really nice. Hi, Dolores. How are you? All right, I'm making sure I'm not in. That's a fun place to be. I'm in the same boat. Okay, Paula. All right. So anyway, I just wanted to show you this because I just got it today. So woo, I'm excited about it. Oh, you did, Margie. Okay, fine. I probably just didn't see it. So thank you very much. All right. So the other thing is holiday bingo. So next month I get asked a lot, especially on. I will, Barb. Give me 1 second. Especially on bingo night. I get a lot of people that want to sign up for the next bingo. So usually I have it ready to go. I didn't last month, so I apologize. But it is up and ready for registration. It's linked below. So if you want to register for the holiday bingo next month, please do so. And let's see. Barbara. 2, 7, 13, 18, 23. 2, 7, 13, 18, 23. Okay, if anybody else needs their numbers, let me know. Hi, Carol Ann. How are you? I want to get that card organizer. Oh, the one like that. The one that we have that's kind of like that. I have it. I think it's over there. Yeah, the card organizer is it's nice. It's a lot nicer than I kind of thought it was going to be. So I'm glad I got one. All right, so that is it. Paper share. So September 6th, I can order the paper for the paper share. So here is the information you will get. And I say approximately because I could have miscounted a couple numbers, but 126 6x6 sheets of paper. You get a quarter pack of each. Oh, for the tablet. Oh, Barbara, let's see. I'm sorry. It is 163270. So it's called Thoughts of Thanks Journal. Thoughts of Thanks Journal. 163270. So anyway, so the paper share. So if you're interested, it's $60. Basically what that covers, there's a link below for that also. It's going to be all the new papers. You're going to get a quarter pack. So if it's 6x6, there's 4 sheets of each, you're going to get 1 of each. Or if there's 8 sheets of each, sometimes there are, you'll get 2 of each. So you'll get a quarter of the pack. 12x12, I cut it in quarters, you get a quarter of the pack. So, and I individually wrap them. I don't think I have any right here, but I individually wrap them in the 6.5 by 6.5 bags. I label them so you know the name, the number, all that good stuff. I'm going to wait on the bingo this month. Just realized we can't order new stuff. Yeah, you cannot order new stuff. So that is one of the rules for bingo, and I'm going to go over those in just a second. Let's see what else. The trucking class, I think I have, I don't know, 4 or 6 trucking kits left. And so the trucking along project, you do not need the punch. Okay, you do not need the punch for the class. The truck is easy enough to cut out. So you can always get your punch when it comes back into stock in October. So if you can, if you're interested, just let me know. Again, there's a link below to register, and we that class is pretty much prepped. There's just a few things I just got in the mail today that I need to finish it up and get it ready. So I'm going to be doing that video really soon. Let's see, paper pumpkin, and then your bonus dollars. Just don't forget to spend your bonus dollars. You can copy them right into your order. It's going to ask you to put in any of your coupons. So go to the email that you got, highlight them all, copy them over, and just paste them in. And you will get all of your money discounted on your order. All right. So I have Tony. If there's anybody else, yes, you still can register for bingo. There's a link below. I'm going to do a card first anyway, so it gives you a little bit of time. But then just please message me your numbers like Tony did above there so that I can write them down. All right. So is everybody ready for bingo? I'm super excited. You know, I love bingo night. It's so much fun. And next month is holiday bingo. I almost did it this month, but then I realized, well, by the time I get the stuff in the mail, I'm not going to have enough time. And then I have to get it, you know, all the projects created, and then you can't buy it anyway, unless you're a demonstrator. So I decided I'm going to do that next month. So I will start posting again as soon as I know what the products are so that you can have them for your projects. But I always try to make them simple enough to where you can add different things in there. The holiday ones are a little harder to do that way, but I'm going to do my best to make it mostly die cut focused or something that you can substitute in if you don't have a particular stamp or whatever. Hi Tashana, how are you? Let's see. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, so here we go. Let's just get started. I don't see anything. So let's start with card number 1, which you did not get a sneak peek of, but I think it's so cute. So here we go. So we're going to use Zany Zoo. So in your kit, you're going to be getting your little turtle because I cut him out of the DSP. So you can have him all ready to go. Let me pull out my items we're using. We're going to use Let's Go Shopping. So I did this little plant here and this little billboard menu type thing right here. So I thought that that would be really cute. That would be really cute to kind of like, you know, like it's maybe Mike night or, you know, comedy night or whatever. But he's singing, of course, because we've got little music notes and he's singing happy birthday. So let me pull out, I have a bucket for each card. So I just need to pull out my stamps that we're going to use. Now, if you don't have this set, because obviously I can't stamp for you, I just put those there as a thought. Now, my other thought on this is you could put a Christmas tree over here, kind of turn it into a Christmas show, and maybe not put the happy birthday, but maybe put, you know, Merry Christmas and put a Christmas tree and like he's the MC guy or whatever. So again, the Let's Go Shopping, I used just these 2 little things here. If you don't want to do a Christmas tree, you can find a planter or something from another kit. I just added this little sign here. You could put a little tree, palm tree even, in a little bucket, you know, whatever you want to do. I just wanted to show you that you can really change it up and make it look, you know, add a little something to it. So that's what we did there. All right, so here's what your kit's going to look like when you get it. So it says project number 1. Be really careful when you open this up because you have little pieces in here. For those that paid before the RSVP date, you will be getting these gems, a pack of these gems in your kit because I used them on a couple projects. They won't be in your kit if you got the package. All right, so don't forget to be careful. You've got these little ties for your curtains, so let's put those there. This one, I went ahead and I just left it on that paper because it's easier for you to just cut it and put it under your curtains however you want, and for you to cut one versus me to cut a bazillion, it's a lot easier. So we're just going to put that up there. Let's put our little turtle. All right, we're just going to take all our pieces. These are all the pieces for the front. This little piece of paper that's on the front of your card is for your stamping, okay? Finally caught the end of a light. Betty, we are just starting and it's bingo night, so it's going to be a long evening. So, okay, so now you're going to stamp your plant and your little menu or whatever you might have that you want to put there. So I just gave you a little bit of paper. And then on the inside, I just did a little bit of paper and a little pull party. So let's do that first. Of course, I must find here it is. My silicone mat. We're going to take the white out and let's go ahead and add. And I did the waves the same as the front. So I did it like this, like they look like W's, so that's what I did. And let's just add this to the bottom. You guys know I like to do the inside of my card first, so I don't go stamping on my paper. All right, so there's that. And then I take my glue. I like to kind of feel, make sure which side this side's a little smoother and this side is a little lumpier. And to be honest, I just switched out my blade. So my blade was getting a little, I think I used it on the bedazzle a little too much. So I lay this down, pull it over, and then I just kind of bend the corner just like that. So I just kind of know this is where I need to go to my glue. You don't need a lot because this sticks really well. Go across, and then we're just going to cut this little piece off. There we go. This is such a cute set. I've seen so many people playing with it. I just hadn't had the chance. So I was like, you know what? This is going to be our 4th card because I've been wanting to play with it. It's so stinking cute. So I decided, I love the colors. I love black and white anyway, so adding these pop-up colors is really fun. All right. Here we go. And here when I do the inside, especially if I'm doing white, I like to put something dark behind it. And I like to start at the bottom. So I just put my fingers on the paper and then I can move this around and kind of get it lined up kind of right where I want it. And I know just about what size I want to where it's going to look even. So that's what I do. And then we are going to go ahead and do our stage right onto this paper because there's not any ribbons tied or anything like that, so we're good with that. So we're going to take our lemon lime twist and let's put our seal on here. Oh, so about bingo, I needed to let you know. So everybody has their 5 numbers. So we do a card and then we play bingo. And then we do a card and play bingo. Bingo is the 5 numbers that you gave to me. If I call your number, then you type in a B in the comments. Okay, so you type in a B. And then if I call your next number, then you type in an I, so B-I. You want to put them together. And then if I call a third number, you have to have B-I-N typed. Okay, so we can all notice that it says bingo. Then what you're going to do is you are going to, once you have all 5 and you call bingo, you want to, sorry, I'm concentrating here. Then you will win bingo. And what you do, this is way too long. I must have given you guys a long piece of paper. So let me measure this. So you're going to cut this paper, and I might have done it on mine and not yours because I already packaged mine or pushed mine aside. 4 3/4. So 4 3/4. All right, so there we go. So what you want to do is yell bingo or write bingo, and be the first one that says that, okay? And then you get a $100 shopping in my Stampin' Up store. And you can spend as much as you'd like. Obviously, the more the merrier. But then what I do is I pay your first $100 and then I'll invoice you for the balance. And then once you pay your balance, I submit your order and it's shipped directly to you. This is a bummer. Are you a demonstrator? Did you check modify order? Oh, somebody. Oh, Dolores. I entered my 16 coupons. I went to look something and the order disappeared before I submitted it. And now it won't let me use my coupons. And Stampin' Up does. Stampin' Up right now is like extremely overwhelmed with the new system for demonstrators. There's like a new system and it's just been super busy, and the new catalog and everything. Dolores, let's see. I would email them. I would email them and just say coupons disappeared or something in the subject so that they can see that. Okay, so you're going to put this in the background. Okay, so that's like your drop screen in the back. This is just kind of like the stage. I did make this on mine, and on here it's going to be a little smaller. Okay, so kind of like it's like this and then the big stage. So let's go ahead and you're going to glue everything. So we're going to move this up. I'm just kind of doing it for placing. And of course our other curtain's going to come here. So I'm going to do our floor right about there. So I'm just going to glue it. Did you look in your modified orders, Dolores? Look in your modified orders. Maybe for some reason it's just kind of, all right, I stuck it over there a little too far. So of course you're going to bring in your pokey tool or your take a pick tool or whatever and just kind of wipe off that excess glue. There we go. All right. All right, so there. And now let's take our back stage. It's going to go hang over just a little bit, but we want to pull it down. So you want some spacing up there. It doesn't have to be a lot, and it really doesn't have to be even. If you look at this, well, I guess I did do it pretty much even around the outside. So, but if your curtains were up towards the top, that's fine too. So, but we will do what I did up here and bring it down. So I'm going to just add our adhesive. Look at it. They have such cute characters on this paper. It is just too darn cute. All right, so again, I've got it like the W sides, just what I chose to do. And then you can choose whatever you want, but I just have it matching to the inside of my project. All right. And now we're going to take our curtains and we're going to pop these up. So we need dimensionals. Oh, Dolores, I bet you that's where it's at. Because if you start an order and then you close it, even if you don't save it, it kind of automatically saves in there a lot. So that's probably where it's at. And probably because it's pending on an order, that is why you can't use them again. All right, so you saw I just cut this straight up, your scallop. We're just gonna go right across the top in the middle. It's not going to match your paper, but remember we have our curtains to put on. And those you want to make sure cover the black on the outside, okay? So, and of course you guys are kind of at an angle, so there you go. There's the card. All right, so you want to cover your black at the top. You're like at an angle down here a little bit because my camera's, otherwise my head would be in the way. We're going to glue the top, but we're going to add dimensionals down below. So I'm going to add a little dimensional in the middle of both of these. All right, and now we're going to glue that, but I'm going to add a dimensional right here and a dimensional right there. So this is going to have to move to this side, and it really doesn't matter. And I'm going to put just glue right across the top right here. All right, so let's put our curtains in here. All right, so we're going to go right to the edge of the black. So I'm going to hold that down right there with my finger because I want to make sure it stays there. And then go right along right there. Okay, so that's glued at the top. So this one is going to glue. We're going to put a dimensional right here. So for those of you that have not played bingo before, you're going to get these kits in the mail just like these, and then this video just helps you, shows you how to create the cards. And I mail the kits. They'll go out tomorrow. I usually have bingo Wednesday night, and I try to mail them at the latest on Friday. But just in case I forget something in your kit, or you know, the measurements all wonky or something, then it has time. I can fix it for you before I mail your kit. And then that way you come back to this video and you watch it at your leisure and create at your own pace. And then also I put a timestamp on the project. All right, so I'm going to put one large one on his belly. I'm going to put a large one on his head. And I pay attention to which way the lines go so that it's not sticking out. And then I'm going to put a small one on his little microphone and his hand right here. All right. So there's that. I'm not gonna glue him on yet, but I am gonna glue these little guys on before I lose them. So where's my tweezers? All right, so I'm gonna put my little bit of glue. You only need a little bit. This glue is so good. I finally switched to my new bottle for tonight. Yay. All right, so I'm just gonna turn this and put my little curtain ties. Look how cute they look. So there's our little curtain tie. Let's do the next one. All right, and put our little curtain tie right here. I just try to make them slant, you know, kind of the same way. All right, so we'll put this guy over here. Now, let's do this. I'm gonna bring in my little paper here. We have Happy Birthday to You, so I'm gonna do that. But let's do our little music notes first, which is with the lemon lime twist. So obviously, if you don't have this stamp set, you can put little music notes on there if you want. There's, or you can draw them on there. So this is what I did. Okay, so you can see they're kind of drawn. I mean, they're stamped in the background, and then the Happy Birthday to You. Whatever sentiment you choose to do. Let's see how dark these are. Yep, that's okay. So I just kind of went around and I just kind of stuck them on there just like that. All right. So that's all we need for this color. Lemon lime twist. And now we're going to take our happy birthday and we need black. Oh, thank you, Kelly. I am in Clovis, California. Not very far from you. And yes, it is hot. I'm sure it's hotter for you guys than you're used to. All right, so then I'm just going to do the happy birthday to you right in the middle. I like the tie backs too, Dolores. It just adds just a lot to the project. I think it's so cute. All right, so I'm just tossing my stamps back in my buckets over here, and I'll put those away later. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is try to grab, I gave you that scrap piece of paper here. We are going to add, I'm just going to add glue. What's nice about our glue is you don't have to do it super thick. There's a lot of thin lines on there, but it's going to hold just fine. The other nice thing is it's a circle. You just plop it on there, no matter what, you can make it straight. All right, so we're going to let that dry. And then there's our turtle. And now we're going to take our stamp. The colors I used on this are the copper clay and the old olive. Copper clay and old olive is what I used. And then our little menu here. All right. So like I said, whatever you have to be able to put that on is you know, another tree, a potted plant, whatever you have, put it on there. And just kind of fill up that stage just a little bit, like this one here. Okay. All right, so all I did is take the old olive, and I just kind of went around in the dark spots here, just made the leaves. I also colored in the leaves that are in the back, which there's just like 3 of them. And then I kind of went across the bottom, like the lights are coming from up here, so let's just add a little bit darker on the bottom. That's it. That's all I did with this. And then take the light old olive and go in and color this. So like I said, whatever you have that you think can go on the stage that looks good. There's a lamp post coming up in one of the new kits. So cute. You can add that on there and put a little lamp post over there. Create yourself a microphone, whatever. Okay, now with the copper clay, I'm going to take the dark. Oh, thank you, Dolores. I appreciate that. Hi, Steph. So take your dark copper clay and go under the plant, kind of like a shadow again. And then I just kind of flick it. Flick it towards the inside. Doesn't have to be straight. And then I kind of go across the bottom. And if that's enough shadowing for me, I don't want to spend all day trying to do that. And then, oh, I've got to make sure I'm in the camera. And then I just kind of blend it and then blend it out. I turn it because it's easier for me to go this way so I can see the line because I'm right-handed. Okay, so there's that. Now, if you wanted to make this lighter, you can always take your, I'll show you if I have it. I have it right here for another project. I'm excited to show you guys, or for you to see your thank you cards in your kits. They're so cute. Take your clear color lifter, and I just do a little, just distress it a little bit. So see, it just kind of distresses it just a little bit. Oops, hello. All right, so I love color lifter, not only just to keep your colors in the line, but also it's great to just add a little bit of, you know, kind of texture look. Now I'm going to take the dark and I'm just going to go across the outside. So I like to turn it so I can see the lines. I don't want to go out the lines, especially when I'm trying to do it so quickly. You know, my bingos tend to go a while. I don't make the simplest cards, and some of them, they're not too difficult. They're just a lot of steps. But I'm not going to do cards that I wouldn't send out myself. So I try to do, you know, I kind of go a little overboard, and I get that. So I do appreciate all of you guys that play bingo. Okay, so there we go. And so, hello, magic. Here we go. We have our little plant and our little sign. So there we go. So now let's put this little guy together. So I did go ahead and put this on flat because I wanted it to look like it was kind of in the background, like a sign. And then I just kind of tucked it up here like it's hanging in the background. Okay, and then we're going to take our little turtle and we're just going to pop him up. He's on, this is the stage right here. So we're just going to pop him up on the stage right there. Now we're going to take our little menu sign and put it over here, just kind of off to the side. So I'm going to put a dimensional right across the bottom, a little bit of glue on the top because it's going to just attach to the curtains there. So we're going to put that right there. And then with the plant, the same thing. We're going to put, I'm going to put a small dimensional on the bottom, a little bit of glue on the top. And we're just going to add that kind of right here. I'm going to move it over just a little bit because I added a bit of glue on there, so it has something to adhere to. My curtain's kind of pushing down, so there we go. All right, so there's that. And I have this kind of in the middle here. Now, we're going to take our embellishments. So, like I said, oh, Deborah, thank you so much. You are so sweet. I really appreciate that. We're going to take, let's see, I think I did all medium, so we're going to find our little medium. Let me make sure I have some in here. Medium. Or did I use them all? Let's see. Here we go. We'll just use these. These were extra from another kit. You guys get a brand new package, so you don't have to go through this. Where did they go? Here they are. These will work. All right. First thing while I have these out is let's take a large black one and we're going to put it right. Okay, so if you look at his microphone, look, it's kind of like pointing up to him, but watch this. We are just going to put a blingy. He's like Mariah Carey. He has to have his sparkly. Isn't that cute? And then we're going to take our silver and we're going to put a silver up here. I'm going to put it, oh, let's put it on the green. And then let's put one here. And we're just kind of filling this up right here. And let's put one right here. Okay, so there we go. Quick. It's simple. I mean, yeah, there are some die cuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because that's one die. 6 die, oh, 7, because I did the little turtle. So 7 die cuts. And then these 2 were whatever you choose to add to your card. So look how cute he is. So this is great because it's a card that could be for masculine or could be for feminine, for a female, could be a child. I mean, it's so stinking cute. You can just use it for all kinds of things. And the little microphone is adorable. And I love these gems. These are probably my favorite. I've been using these a lot. So there you go. That is card number 1, you guys. So let me pull that out a little bit. that is card number 1. And it's really fun to create. Let me try to clean up my mess here. All my fun stuff. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys like it. Ugh, okay, let me grab a drink here. All right, now, is there any more questions about bingo? So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to call numbers out. And you guys are going to put in B-I-N-G-O. So B for your first number we call. What's the number on the gems? 161288. 161288. Okay, so you'll put in a B when I call your first number, and then you'll say B-I when I call your second one, B-I-N for your third, and so on. Have it typed, ready to go, and then when you see your number, hit enter. Especially for bingo, if it's your last one, because you want to be the first person to do bingo, because only one person can win bingo, and then the rest, the second person will get a consolation prize. You must order your items through my shop during the same month that you played. So a little bit about what I charge. I decided, because my classes, I charge $40. I also charge $40 for bingo, because technically you're getting 4 card projects, which is just like a class. And so bingo technically is free, is kind of how it works out, because I'm not charging for bingo, I'm charging for the class. We just happen to be playing bingo and having some fun. So that's kind of how I do it. Once you win, you will send me your order in an email and let me know what you want out of the catalog. It could be as much as you want, but your first $100 I will pay for. So I will cover the first 100. I will invoice you, give you a screenshot of your totals and everything, and send you an invoice of the balance over $100. And then I ship it directly to you. So that's how it works. One of your favorite bundles. Oh, it's so much fun. What's the number? Okay, I got that. Oh, I'm glad you guys like the card. Yay. Hi, Rose from Palmdale. Love what you are doing with this set. Oh, thank you. I am in Clovis, California, so welcome. All right, so let's get started with our first game. Ooh, we still have old in colors on my things because I just have not had time to create with them and make new colors, but it's on my list. All right, so let's get started for bingo. I hope everybody has their numbers. If you don't, let me know now, or forever hold your peace. If you are interested in playing bingo, you could still play below. Once you pay and give me your numbers, but obviously the sooner the better, because this is the first game. And then you can play if you'd like, but you're only going to be in the game after this one. Okay, so number 17 is the first one. I should say the 3 after this one, because this one has already begun. You're welcome, Margie. Number 3. I don't know. I have had the hiccups this week like crazy. Number 24. And I go fast at first because nobody can get bingo yet with the just 3 numbers. And then I do closed caption. So it does slow down just a little bit on the time difference, the time lapse between what I'm doing and what you're seeing. Number 22. So bear with me on that. All right, Stephanie has a B-I, Angela, Paula, Michelle has a B, and Tony has a B. Number 30. So now I'll pause just a bit. I have seen somebody win. I think I had called 7 numbers. Michelle, type a B-I, please. B-I, so I can actually see it. Thank you. All right, 25. Ooh, Stephanie, B-I-N. I better shake these up. 28. Oh, thanks, Barb. I appreciate it. I just got it cut yesterday. It was getting a little crazy. And if I'm going to hot Las Vegas, I want to make sure that it's manageable. Although Las Vegas is going to be about what it is here, so won't be too bad. Shake, shake, shake. 21. Got some bee eyes popping up. Yay, Olivia's on the board, and Kathy. And it's whoever calls it first. So I know there's a time lapse from me to you guys, but for you, you're all seeing it at the same time. As long as you have live chat on and you are current. Number 5. If you started late, please make sure you grab the bar at the bottom and then drag it all the way to the right hand side so that you can be current and up to the same time. All right. Ooh, Stephanie has a B-I-N-G. Number 20. Ooh, Bobette has a B-I-N. Number 15. Number 15. Number 19. I'm going to slow down just a bit because I'm a little bit ahead. But I will stir and get my next number ready. 14. Number 8. All right, Eileen has a B-I-N, Olivia B-I, Dolores B-I, Kathy's on the board now at the B. Dig in the middle. 23. Ooh, Eileen has a B-I-N-G. Grab it in the middle. 27. And don't forget, if you do win, if you choose to go to the 150 and create a party, you do get the host rewards, the Stampin' rewards. And so just whatever you would like to do with your order. I'm trying to dig in the middle again. Number 9. And I do appreciate that. Ooh, Angela has a B-I-N, Kathy, Olivia. Number 2. Okay, let's shake it up. We're going to go with the one that fell on top, number 29. All right, Michelle and Tony has B-I-N. Olivia has B-I-N-G. I'm kind of slowing down. Ooh, Michelle has B-I-N-G. All right, let's just go with the next one that's here, 26. Ooh, and Nancy Lee, B-I-N. It's going to be a close one. Oh, see, Rose, next time. All right, I'm going in, grabbing a number. Number 7. Oh, and Nancy Lee behind. Oh, there's a lot of B-I-N-Gs. Remember, it's the first one, even though I might have put another number down and then you guys called right here, that's fine. Because I know there's a little lag. Not everybody's exactly... Oh, Linda, look at her being all quiet. She's got a bingo, so let's take a look. All right, Linda. We have 7, 9, 7, 9, 17, 22. Oh, is that 22? Yeah, 22. Oh, 22 and 27. Congratulations, Linda. Woohoo! Let me write that down. Congratulations, Linda. Bingo number 1. Yay, Linda. I don't see any other ones, so we are putting these away. First time you've watched it. Oh, Rose. We have fun once a month. And next month is Holiday Bingo. And again, if anybody's interested, you can sign up below. All right, I'm going to stir these up. And of course, now Linda cannot play except for fun for the rest of the evening because each person wins one time. All right, so those are stirred up and moved. So let's go to card number 2. I'm going to move this bucket behind me. So you'll see all kinds of buckets behind me, but at least I can have some space here. This card is so much fun, and Karen Titus did a card like this, the same fancy fold. So I'm going to show you the card. Look how cute this one is. She did this fold, and I just loved it. Isn't that neat? Oh, these are my cheat notes on the back when I was creating it. Let me take those off. Let's put that over there. There we go. So I thought this was really fun. You could do a thinking of you. You could do, you know, happy birthday, whatever you want. Also for the flowers, this is from Two Tone. If you do not have the Two Tone floral, then any flowers will do. Any flowers, even the punch, you know, punch out little flowers, put them on there, whatever you have, and add some leaves. Everything else I have except the sentiment, you have to do that. And the sentiment I got from the layering leaves. These sentiments are just perfect. Any of these would be perfect. So it's a great set if you don't have it. And this actually was Rachel Tessman's $1 Million set. So I just love this set. So these are the 2 stamps that we used. Here's our kit. Let me grab my stamps out here. I try to get it all in a bucket ready to go, but you know, I gotta have a little space on my desk to work. The colors we're going to use are Poppy Parade and Granny Apple Green. And then of course I used the Delightful Doily, the hybrid. You get the embossing folder and the doily. So if you've not used it before, I have done a video and I show you, but you want to cut it out, and then you want to cut out the detail, and you want to put it in your embossing folder so that you get the pretty detail, and I'll show you in just a minute. Oh, here I have one right here. There's another secret to it too I'm going to show you, but here it is. See all that detail on there? It's really pretty. So let me tell you what to do when you do your embossing folder for your doily. What you're going to look at, now I did so many wrong at first until I realized what I was doing wrong. So let me show you. You're not going to have to do it because I did it for you. I'm trying to wipe my folder off because you get a lot of little dots on there, but let me get a paper. Okay, so no, that's not dark enough. I think I need a darker paper. Okay, that helps. All right, so you have your large ones, right? So you're thinking, okay, let's just say this isn't embossed, but it's die cut. Then you're going to put it in here like this. You can put it like this. See where the big ones go? You have the larger ones in the larger spots, right? The thing you have to look at is this one has flowers next to it. This one has like little arches next to it. These are flowers, but these are arches. So you want to make sure when you put your doily in that you're putting all 3 flowers at the top. Okay, so when you do your embossing folder, you want to do it like this. You want to get it all up there, just like that. Okay, and fit it in there, and then take your lid and close it and move your hand. And just make sure that it's aligned before you put it in your embossing folder. Hi, Rosemary. And so you want to make sure you put that in your embossing folder, okay? The correct way, because I was doing it like this with the little arches, the little, yeah, I call them arches, but with those up there at the top. And boy, everything was all like, I'm like, how does that fit fine? But these don't, and that's what happens. It gets all out of whack. So make sure you pay attention to that. That is, I must have done 10 of them when I realized and said, oh, something is not right. And then I use the two-tone floral for the flowers, of course. So, all right, so let's get started. That was extra. So we'll put this over here. So let's open our kit. This one you will have rhinestones in because they're a little bit different. So you want to make sure you open this all up, move it to the side. All right, so here we have our sentiment. Let's just put these 3 over to the side with our gems. Okay, you're going to have 2 larger Poppy Parade strips. Okay, we're going to adhere our subtle polka dots. This one here is scored in the middle, so go ahead and fold it. Make sure it's nice and even, and just that. And now here is a very important tip. On this piece of paper, this is what this piece is here. You'll notice I put a piece here. That is not my original design. My original design was I put it behind here, but you really can't see it once you put all that on there. And I kind of think it would be nice without this behind it, so that you could see a little more Poppy Parade, because you have so much white and yellow right here. So I added another piece to show you. I would put your polka dots right here. Otherwise it's just a red, Poppy Parade piece of paper. So I would add your polka dots here and not behind your scallop, or if you wanted to and you have this paper, put another one there. I just decided to add it there because I thought, oh, you can't really see it up here. And trust me, when I created these cards, any cards that have the 6x6 pack of paper, it doesn't go very far. So I have a ton of these packs of paper. So you'll be seeing more of this paper in your future. So anyway, so that's why I have one here. You only have one. I would add it to the side. So that's just my tip. Okay, so then on the inside, here's your card. You're going to open it like this. This is your inside. This is your stamping paper. The one in the back is your stamping paper. Okay. Oh, I think on my other class I put a little blue line on it. You'll notice. I think on the, could be further in this, but I think it's on my trucking class. So we're going to take this and let's go ahead and adhere our inside like I normally like to do. So let's bring in our silicone mat. We're going to adhere these two. This is smaller, so this is on the inside. So I'm just going to add our adhesive on here. And you'll notice if you put them side by side, they're the same length, okay? So when you put these together, go ahead and center it up to the very top. Liquid glue is a little more forgiving and you can play with it a little bit more if you're more comfortable with that. And I just kind of go down and then there you go. If it's a little too long, if it's too short, what I do when I just put it down is I bend it, hold it here, and then kind of bend it back like that, and it tends to adjust just a sliver. Hi, Inique, how are you? All right, so now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to add this to the white first. Just in case it's too long, I can trim it before I add the Poppy Parade behind it. I'm just going to go ahead and use my seal. And just put that right along the edge. I'm going to slide that down a little bit. Okay, see how I have just a sliver of white showing? You know how when you cut, where's my trimmer? How you cut, you know, if your paper's like right on the floor, to the left of the floor a little bit, I push my guillotine, if you have this, down just enough where I'm not cutting any color, but I cut this much of the white off. You won't even notice. Oh, I almost threw this in the trash instead of my sliver of paper. All right, so now when we put it up against the red, it's going to be, I say the red, the Poppy Parade, it'll be fine. So let's go ahead and adhere this and put it on the inside. It's going to go on the right side. Okay, so this is going to go right in here on the right side. So let's just go ahead and attach it. Let's see. It never comes up, huh, Inique? When you hit subscribe, did you also hit the little bell, the little notification bell? Because it should, but I believe you have to have your YouTube on for it to pop up. It should give you an email. But if you go to my business page, my Marcie Besecker Designs on Facebook, you can also like that page or friend that page or whatever it is. And then I usually always post and say, don't forget, tonight is bingo. So hopefully that helps. I know your times are way off than ours. Okay, so there we go. All right, so this is going to come back, and it's already folded for you. All right, so let's go ahead and let's just do our adhesive on all of these so we can put our pieces together. These are not to the edge. Oh, why does this seem so short? Hold on. This is right. So when you need to measure and put it next to it, put the adhesive side up. That helps. Uh-oh. I got to make sure your guys' is right. Well, that is weird. Hold on. DSP. I have it written down. Let's see. It says 5. 1 3/8. Well, somebody wrote it wrong. So it's 5 1/4 by 1 3/8. So this is not good. Not good at all. Because I don't know that I have enough. So we will fix it. No worries. I'm going to do mine like this, but I'm going to check your guys' paper. And I don't care if there's a little bit of red on the bottom. Because I do like the Poppy Parade and wish it showed a little bit more of it. So that's fine. But I need to check your guys's. All right, so here we go. Well, that was not a good mistake. All right, so here we go. So we're going to add one up here in the front. So put that in here. And then this one is going to be on the next one. So they're both facing up. So it's going to be on this one right here. Yeah, I'm always on Sundays at 5:30, Wednesdays at 5:30, unless it's bingo. And then bingo I'm on at 5 because it's a much longer video. All right, we're going to put that on here. Right about there. All right, so there we go. So that's going to go there. And now let's do this one. We're going to put this on the back side. I want it on the back side. Back side. All right. Now this is going to go like this. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to get it right where you want it. And I like to just put my finger right here so I know that this is where I want adhesive above this spot. And it doesn't have to go all the way to the edge. You'll know it's going to hold. So we're going to do that. I want it in the middle, right about there. Okay. And so now I'm going to turn it over, and same thing, I'm going to open that up and know that right above my fingers I'm going to put glue. Close it. And then I'm just going to make sure this is nice and okay, so there we go. So there's your card. Simple. Except I just got adhesive right here a little bit. All right. So there's that. Now let's go to our stamping. We just need this. And we're going to do Thinking of You. Or did I do Thinking of You? Yeah, I did the same one. I have a lot of friends going through some crazy medical stuff, so, or family members with crazy medical stuff, so I think that'll be a good one. So I'm going to really ink this up. I'm going to stamp it right here. Again, it's a circle, so what's nice is it doesn't have to be exact. All right. All right, so there we go. Now, the extra piece of paper that I gave you, so I'm going to move this aside and bring in our extra piece of paper I gave you. Let's glue this while we're here, though. I'm concerned about this paper. I would normally have it go the same length as this, but apparently I cut it wrong. And I don't think I have enough of that, so I have to look, see what I have. All right, so there's that. And then what I did is I went ahead and adhered this. So let's bring our silicone mat in and let that dry. I did do adhesive because it's going to stick to here enough, and then you're going to glue underneath, so you should be fine. So let's do our adhesive here. Oh, thank you, Robin. So mad at myself about that paper, though. I hate when that happens. All right, so we're going to put adhesive and stick it. Oh, make sure, I tried to get a lot of them out, but there's just a few of the little chads left inside, so I like them all out. There we go. So I just have 4, so hopefully you guys don't have many. And then we're going to add this right to the middle. So as long as you look at your bottom hole here on all 4 of the sides, and then that's pretty centered, so don't worry about that. We'll just set that aside. The doily just really makes the card. It's so pretty. All right. This is the subtle, it is this one. Hold on, let me grab it. It's this one, the Subtles 6x6 paper, 161644. I think you get 4 sheets of each or something like that. I don't remember, but yeah. So I'll check on that. All right, so now you want to do your flowers. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull in our 2 colors, and I told you they're Granny Apple Green and Poppy Parade. So let's do Poppy Parade first. I'm going to put it on here. And then you're going to use your 2-tone, and it's going to be this flower right here. This one right here in the middle. I wanted the smaller one, and I wanted it to be, this is a little too big, and I didn't want the tiny ones here, but this one is just a perfect measurement of what I wanted. But if you don't have these stamp sets, any little flower. Now I like to do the dark first. So I'm going to do 3. Okay, so there's 3. And now you're going to take your solid one, and now we're going to ink it up and stamp off. Stamp off. And then you want to look at this corner and the center. So this corner and the center. Okay. Stamp off. This corner and the center. Snip off. These are really easy to line up, but I always like to do the dark first so that you can actually see through this really well to where it needs to go. All right, so there's the flowers. And for the leaves, I did same stamp set, and I did a larger leaf. Isn't that beautiful? Such a pretty leaf. And then I did 2 smaller ones. Okay, so those are all you need right there. And obviously you can change up the colors and stuff, but the Poppy Parade was, you know, it's in the background, so it was kind of a nice match up there. And now you're going to die cut those, and then you have those. So we have our flowers. All right, now we're going to bring our card in. Now we're going to go ahead and add this here, and I'm going to glue it. But see how pretty that, you can see more of the red. But remember, you're going to still add flowers and stuff on it. So again, if you want to add the yellow that in the background, you can. But I kind of like this, how this pops up. So let's take a look at it once we get everything on here. So I am going to glue this. Because this is already kind of thick over here, I just chose to glue it down instead of popping it up. Plus we're going to pop some other items up. See, now we're going to glue this. So just adding that adhesive on there was enough to hold it together. But here we go. Let's look at this. Oh, I should have done this a little more. Oh, look what I did. Okay, I'm going to pull that off because it was adhesive. It's a little easier with the seal to pull it off. And I'm going to slide this down. So I'm looking at the holes so they can be even, but I'm also looking at the doily in the background. And I would not have had to pull this off had I centered this See, you learn so much from my mistakes. That's the whole point. So now I have the sentiment straight with the doily. See how it is? Whereas before I put it on and it wasn't straight. Let's see, Carol. Oh, thank you, Deborah. You're so sweet. All right, so let's put that on here. Okay, so now that's gluing really well. Now you could just, you know, take a block, make sure it's clean, stick it on there. And now let's go ahead and add our embellishments. And we're going to add our flowers first and do our, I meant add our dimensionals. And one is enough. And the flowers. And then the leaves, let's see, did I put them? Okay, so I did add dimensionals on the little leaves. So let's just do the little. Because the big leaf is over on the left, and I just glued that one down. I'm going to do this on the little, and we're going to glue this one. Okay. All right, so let's pull these in, and let's first take our leaf, and we're just going to put it right up and just kind of curve it. You want to go super close to your text because otherwise it's going to hang off over here, and you don't want it to hang off too much. All right, so, and then you can kind of bring it up and curve it around even a little bit more, which is what I'm going to do. All right, so we're going to just add glue to this side over here and a little bit right there. I'm not going to go all the way to the edge. And I'm going to pull this up to about right there. And again, there's a little bit of glue. Let's take that out. All right. Now let's take one of our flowers. We're going to pop it up because I want to see as we go what it looks like. So we're going to add this one right about there, right kind of in the middle of the leaves. I still want to see a lot of the leaf. And now we're going to take another one and we're going to add this one like right here. And this one, it really doesn't matter where you add it. This is all glued down, so it's not like it's, oh, it's hanging out the doily. See, it all goes together. And if the flower kind of confuses you which way it goes, just look at that center. It's kind of like a little W there. And I want to put this here. I'm going to move this a little bit and slide it over because I want to put this up here, but they both have dimensionals on them. So I want to make sure that the dimensional goes right up against this one, okay? So you want to make sure it goes just right up against it, but not on top of it because it gets layered kind of weird. This is on top, but this is glued down. All right, so same with this one. We're going to put this flower, I'm going to put the flower first this time because we are kind of hanging over the edge right here. And I want the flower kind of sideways a little more that way. And then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to slide it under. I don't want to cover the text. I don't want it hanging out over the doily off the edge, but just enough to kind of have an angle. So look at how pretty that is. I actually don't mind this because I like the extra poppy parade and I really like having a little more there. So it's totally up to you if you want to add, you know, another one of these behind that or this one there and leave that red or leave it poppy parade. It's totally up to you. Now let's take our embellishments. Let me move my stamps out of the way for our next project. All right, so here's our embellishments, and I gave you 5, so you're going to do 3 right in the middle of your flowers. So there's 3, and then I added one up here. There's some white up here, so it's kind of, and then I added this one just up here. So there we go. Oh, I'm glad you guys like it. So there you go. So here's my mistake, is I cut these too short. I'm sad, but I think it looks okay because you've got the more Poppy Parade to kind of offset it. If anything, if I have enough paper, I'm going to add it into your guys' packets. I'm 90% I don't. But what you could do is cut this one down, and then that way they'll all be even and look the same. So I apologize for that. That's my total goof. And what's interesting is I just ordered more of this paper and got it yesterday, but it was kind of enough to finish my packages, and I don't think I have enough. But you could cut this yellow piece down just a little bit if you wanted, and it would be fine. So thank you guys. I'm glad you like it. So there is card, and see, I must have stamped off twice on this one because it's really light, or I might have re-inked since then. But I kind of like the redder to go with this, you know, because otherwise if this was with it, it would be kind of light with more red showing. So I kind of like how it turned out, but I think I re-inked it. So anyway, that is card number 2. I hope you guys like it. Super simple to do. If you think about this, and I should have done it ahead of time, is this card is just, if you unfold these two pieces, they're going to fill this up. So it's just folded and then folded back. So I hope that makes sense. Oh, I'm glad you guys like it. Okay, so that was card number 2. Move that one aside. Stack them up. All right, time for bingo again. Yay. And let me move this out of the way. So again, that was the 2-tone flora, and the layering leaves are what I used with the hybrid doily set. All right. Who are you giving black eyes to, Anique? All right, number 1. Number 1. Number 11. Number 2. Thank you to those that are already joining my classes. I appreciate it. Or my upcoming bingo. Number 19. Number 7. Wow, Olivia. Number 25. Olivia has a BIN already. There's a lot of B's and BI's. Number 24. $23. Ooh, Tony has BIN. Kathy has BIN. 22. 20. Number 18. $28. I'm going to put that one over here. All right, Margie has BIN, Kathy, Tony, and I believe Olivia. Ooh, Kathy has BING. Number 9. Number 9. All right, Olivia. Number 13. Ooh, Barb has bingo. Let's see. 2. Caught me off guard there. 7, 13, 18, and 23. Congratulations, Barb. Yay. Bingo number 2. Congratulations, Barb. Yay. Had some close ones. Yeah, I don't see any more. All right. Congratulations. Yay. Shake them up. All right. Card number 3. Are you guys ready? Congratulations, Barb. That's awesome. That was fast. All right. Card number 3. All right. So this is another card that I created that there's just a little bit of stamping, that's something that you might need to pull something else out. But this is the card that I created. And again, this is the subtle paper out of that pack. I don't know what got me all crazy. Now, you may not have this banner, and you really need to stamp it to cut it out. So the one thing I did do is I showed it to you with the banner that comes with the stamp set. And this is called Time Together. Here's the banner. And so, of course, the dies have the banner here. Okay. But then we also use the scallop contour. All right. And so you want to, we use these little flowers right here also. If you don't have this set, what I did just in case is I added a regular banner in it so that you could stamp a sentiment on it. Because my guess is if you don't have it, you're not going to have a sentiment that can actually fit in there. Okay. Oh, Barb, I bet. I hope you guys rub off some good luck to me because I'm going to the casino to Vegas next week. All right, look at this look at this mess at the bottom of the bag. You don't want to lose all your little goodies, okay? So be really careful. Shake. Make sure you have all your little hearts. Leave them in there if you want until you're ready. But get your paper. And let's get your heart, your banner, heart, banner, and even the larger flowers. Let's get those out. I did do the flowers for you because you don't have to stamp them. you could crinkle them up. All right, I'm trying to get them out of here. All right, so I'm leaving my hearts in here for right now. All right, again, here's your paper to stamp. So this is what I did, is I put this sentiment in there because that way this does go diagonal or go across or whatever you want. You could put it on like that and add a sentiment. And I did that just so that you could put whatever sentiment you want on there. You can put it, you know, on the side, wherever you want. But I didn't want to give you this without stamping it because I can't stamp it, of course. And if you don't have the stamp set, then you're not going to have that thin little sentiment that goes inside. So this way you can stamp whatever you want and put it on there. Okay, so there's that. So we'll set that aside. The flowers, okay, so you can also stamp, and I'm going to show you with the little stamp set. Let me pull out everything I need. So we're using the Moody Mauve. Let's pull out my flowers from the stamp set. And I pulled out a sentiment, but I'm going to grab another sentiment and do it differently like you might do if you don't have the set. But if you do have the set, of course, you could do that. There should be 15. Yes, Stephanie does help me a lot. Let's see. I'm going to use, let's see. I'm going to use the Let's Go Shopping set from something that we just did to do this. Okay. All right. So let's just push all this aside. And we're going to go into the inside. All right. So we have a little bling in there just to set the front. Let's take the white. And what I did is you could put the hearts on the inside, but you can also do the pink and white stripe. The same with the scallop in the front, is if you chose to change it up, you could also use that side, or so you can do whichever side you want. All right, so we're going to do the hearts. Just because it has hearts on the card, I think it goes a little better with it. But you could do both. All right, so let's do this one across the bottom. All right, and then we're going to take our more bedazzle, and I'm going to add glue to this one painstakingly. She is my die cut fairy, that's for sure. She helps a lot with the die cutting for classes and bingo. All right, so we're going to put that. And then let's go ahead and adhere it to our bubble gum, or bubble bath, bubble bath. I think this would be a really fun Valentine's Day card, because for the sentiments from this set, it says, I miss you every minute of every hour. I love you until the end of time, and time to celebrate. Happy birthday. And then time has a wonderful way of showing us what really matters. A perfect inside to a card. So especially a card that has to do with time, which is kind of cool. All right, so let's put this on the inside. This would be a really good wedding card too, I think. Oh, how many dies? It's right here. So there's one die for the hearts. Isn't that neat? So one die, you just, and then you can punch it outside, and it has the little hearts for you too. So see, so there's your heart with the hearts out of it. All right, so that's the dies. Okay, so that's the inside. Now we're going to go ahead and let's just layer up this. I kind of look at it to see which hearts pop out. The larger ones or the smaller ones, and it really doesn't matter because they're both going both ways. So I'm just going to go ahead and add this on the top. Okay, we'll put that in the middle. Now let's go ahead and work on our stamping. So let's do our sentiment right here. I'm going to just pull out this set here that I just happen to have, and I'm going to do Let's Get Together. I'm going to put it on the front, because on the inside I could tie in the time and say time has a wonderful way of showing us what really matters, which, you know, hey, let's get together. Let's not let more time go by. So let's do that one. Like I said, if you don't have this time together set, use what you have. I try to create things that are easy enough for you to choose something else if you needed to, if you don't have the stamp set. All right, so we're just going to do this in black. So let's get together. Okay, so that's good. And now you could, if you have this stamp set and you wanted to, you could pull in your flowers, these little flowers. I'm going to try it. But if you don't have it, you can crinkle them up. Just take your pokey tool and poke it in the middle so that they kind of curl up a little bit. And just put a gem in the middle. You do not have to stamp that. But I have the stamp, so I'm going to try to stamp these. One is the point. You notice I put the point all to the right. Oops, except this one. All to the right. Okay. So that's how I'm going to hold my stamp, with that point there. If, like I said, if you have the stamp set. So I'm going to ink this up and carefully go over. My head's probably in the way. Kind of look at the middle of the flower and then kind of do the best I can to get it to, as you get closer, it gets clearer. And you just want to make sure that your flower is kind of in the middle, and then your petals will fall into place. But again, once you get closer, the magnifying look on your block will go away. It'll be easier to do. And then as you get closer, that's when you're gonna, I really look at that top right, this petal here, and then the center. Oh, and I really like this set. All right, so there you go with that. Now, we're gonna use black again. I'm going to put this back in here before I forget what set it went to. So, like I said, use what you have. Look for your sentiments, what matches, what fits. Like I said, using that time sentiment on the inside would make this perfect. So let's move these out of the way. Did my flowers, did my sentiment. And now we're going to take this piece and this, and do our coloring. So we need our black. Okay, this one I did not do ahead of time because I wanted to show you to do the coloring and everything, and then I kind of forgot I should have done it ahead of time. But we'll move these over here. Okay, so now for coloring, we're going to use the Moody Mauve and the soft sea foam. All right, so let's take the dark mauve first. And I'm going to use the little tip. I'm going to color just the petals that are turned, which is like the underside. And then I'm going to go in the middle and I'm just going to kind of feather outward just to add a little bit of color, a little bit of depth. And then if you wanted to, you could just kind of come in on the petals. You could go all the way around it if you wanted, whatever works for you. I'm just going to go all the way around. That has the darker petals, so I'm not worried about that. I don't know why I'm doing it on here. All right, so we have that. So now I'm going to pull in the lighter Moody Mauve. And you know, it will lighten up, so I just take the lighter in, and they're pretty close together, these two colors. So I don't go over the dark and blend it in too much, but it does lighten up. Okay, so there's that. The other way to lighten it up, of course, which I probably did do, is take your clear color lifter, and I just kind of go through it like this. I just lighten it up, and I don't go over it a whole lot. You don't want your color to move around a lot, but it does lighten it up when you do that. I just love the more dazzling paper it adds. So, oh, it sure does. I love it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the dark seafoam color, and I'm just going to go through the lines, and I'm going to go kind of close to the flower, kind of like it's shadowing it, and do all the lines on there. Okay, so we've got all these lines. It's such a light color, but I still think it makes a difference when you add just that little bit of the shading in there. All right, and then we're going to use the light, and I still like to use the more bullet tip looking when the item is this small. If it's a larger area, then I'll go with the larger. And I don't blend it a lot because I want that lighter, the darker green to show, but it's such a light project, a light color. You just want to add that color to it. So these are the colors you would use. And I am going to die cut this out real quick, which is right here. But see, there's some little hearts. You've got a couple of the little flower dies, so you can do multiples of those. And for Stephanie's sake, most of the time, if there's a lot of dies, well, both of our sake, that I try to get duplicate dies so that it's easier for us to cut things out. It depends if it's something I use a lot of, especially shapes for sure. So let me cut this out real quick. And I do have an electric machine, but honestly, I like the way that our machine cuts. It doesn't flatten things out. It just cuts everything so nicely. And so Stephanie and I both kind of prefer that. It just kind of depends on what it is. But I prefer our, I think our machine cuts so much better. All right, so now we're going to let's take our scallop, and now we're going to place our items on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our vellum on, and what we want to do is place our heart first. So our vellum is pretty much top to bottom among the little stitch lines. So we're going to put our heart right about there. So what I did is I'm going to take glue, so we have a little bit of wiggle room. All right, we're going to take it, we're going to just hold this down but lift this up and just drop it right about there. Okay, so I want to come to the right a little bit. So you're just going to kind of come in, don't push it down yet, kind of make sure you want it, get it where you want it, and I think that looks good, so we're going to push that down. Okay, and now for your little hearts, we're just going to kind of go down, right, coming down the center. So let's take our hearts out. When you take these out, this side is sticky, so just turn it over and then have them fall to the non-sticky side, and then they're pretty easy to come out. Hopefully you don't have static. All right, so what I did is I kind of just did big and small all together. So I'm going to get a tool, I think I have this one right here, to pick up items. And so I'm just going to start it and just put some little spots. And I kind of started down a little ways. I don't want them super up high because we've got our label that's going to go across somewhere. So I want the big heart, and I just kind of scatter them. And then I take a little one, make sure they're pointing the right way, because some of these are turned over, so then I just flip them. I try to flip them so they're all the right way, so it's easier to grab them. Little stinkers. So just turn them all the right way. It's easier to do at one time than try to fight them. And all right, fun. Okay, so now just take another one and just kind of like they're all falling. Oops. All right, and you just want to have them fall. Just random. Okay. And I do have them all falling to where the points of the hearts are going down. And then that way you can, it just looks like they're falling down correctly, and they still look like hearts. And oops. This is kind of the part that you're like, whew. And you can spread them out farther. I mean, if you want them to be at the bottom, you could even add more at the bottom if you wanted. All right, so there we go. We have all of our hearts. And so then I just kind of go back and make sure that they're on there. Okay, so there's your hearts. And now when you put your vellum, you're going to attach your vellum onto your bedazzle, because you want it to be popped up so that you see your flowers, and then you can add your dimensionals on that. So what I did is I did a line. Because we're doing it for video, I'm going to do it with seal so we can move along faster. I'm going to do a line of seal at the top and a line of seal at the bottom. But then we're going to be using dimensionals anyway, so don't worry, we'll get it all to stick all right. I hope those of you that are watching that haven't played kind of understand what's going on, how we're doing this. All right, so now we're going to put our seal on our hourglass. Okay, so you just want to make sure your hourglass, the sides are barely under on both sides. And then on the bottom, you're just going to, put this right over the top of it so it's nice and secure. Now we're going to put our dimensionals. So let's turn this over and we're going to add our dimensionals on here. So for the most part, you can use strips if you want. I usually use whatever I have, the rest of one of these. So I'm just going to go right across, put this on here. I'm going to go across the bottom. And then what I do is I just kind of, oh, here's a half of one right here. I'll just put a half of one right in the middle. And then a half of one here. Now I'm also going to put halves down there. So let's cut this, and now I'm down to my scraps here, but there's one left right there. But I'm just going to make little pieces. All right, so now I'm going to take the other half of one. Oops, I already did that there. Let's do this. Let's take the longer little pieces, skinny pieces that I just cut. Here's one. You can lay this down so that you can get it right there on there where your vellum is barely over the edge, and that just kind of secures that vellum a little bit more too. And same with this one. Lay it down, put that right on top. Here, right on top. So you're getting that vellum secure there, but you're also giving your some lift there. All right, so this part's done. So let's add this. So remember, on this flower, use whatever you have. If you have the two-tone flora, do that. Put a little leaf behind it, and you're good to go. Just choose the colors that kind of go with it, or something. I mean, use whatever else you want. Oops. All right, so let's bring this back in. And I'm going to go right. I want to see the stitching on the top, so I'm going to bring that down a little bit. Okay, so that looks good, and you can see the stitching on the bottom. Okay, so there's your hourglass with your heart, and your hearts are falling. For our flowers, we're going to add dimensionals on the back. Ooh, let's see if I have any more little mini ones open. Yep, I do. All right, so let's add dimensionals on the back of our flowers. And again, any little flowers you have, I did put these in your kit, so you could always, like this one right here, you could always take it Just put a little hole in there and then add those to your project. You don't have to bend them if you don't want to, but you could even after you put your dimensionals on. I like to give them a little bit of, not be so flat, give them a little character, right? It's hard when you're doing that with a lot of them because, whoo, does your hand get tired. I had a Sizzix electric big shot, but after many years and lots of even thicker shims, the pressure wasn't enough anymore. Yeah, see, that's the whole thing is I have some of those too, and I just don't think that they cut as well as our cut. Oops, as our cut and emboss. I just really like how they cut our items. So okay, so remember you have dimensionals on here, so I'm going to slide that right up next to it, but I don't want it on top. Same with this one. Those are both pointing up, so I'm going to point this one down and just kind of tuck it in right here. So it, again, is right next to it. This one's right inside, like right here, and then this one's on the outside. So just push those down, make sure that they're secure. I'm going to wait for this one. Let's figure out our sentiment first. This, I'm going to add glue. So I'm going to put glue because it's popped up already. And we'll just add our glue right here. Add our flower on there. Look how pretty. And obviously you can move them to the side or do whatever you want to with them. We're going to add dimensionals here, but see, we're going to just put it right across the middle. This has a little bit of a trim on it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add dimensionals in here. So I'm going to add one right about there and one right about there. So they're not all the way to the side, to the edges. And then this is going to go, you can put it wherever you want. You can put it down because you can still see the hearts, but I'm going to just put it right across. But I'm going to go up and then down because I want to see this pretty design. So I'm just going to put one here so you can still see the pretty design on the side. And then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to add this right there. Just kind of snug it right up against that. We're going to add dimensionals on the back of this. We're just about done. I bring the middle ones in just a little bit, just to kind of save the center so it doesn't sink in. All right, let's take our card. I have dimensionals everywhere. All right, so let's add this. See, look, it even looks really pretty with that other sentiment on it. And of course, the scallop dies are amazing. Okay, Steph, bye. And now again, you're going to pull out your gems. And I used the small ones. And we're just going to tie in. We've got black here and black up here. So let's just pop in some black for the center of the flowers. How pretty. I mean, those just add. And then I did a larger one up here. I mean, you cannot have too much bling, right? Oh, good, Gloria. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, so I'm going to stamp while I'm right here. I am going to stamp this little sentiment. Might as well put this back in so I can, I usually take these out and stick them to the back, but I haven't done that. All right, so let's do this. I haven't used this stamp yet, so of course we're going to bring in some scratch paper. And I need to stamp it first. Make sure it stamps okay. Okay, so I need to ink it really good. We're going to the inside. And time has a wonderful way of showing us what really matters. So let's get together. And that's obviously saying friendship is what's important. We got to get together, or your sister or your cousin or whatever. So if you need to change up your sentiment, that's kind of a neat idea for the time to be tied in, is to add that on the inside, because that's kind of what these sentiments are about, is they tie in time with your project. Oh, Bobette, you can't get it to cut. Do you have a cut and emboss, Stampin' Up cut and emboss machine? I sometimes run it in and then run it back. That helps too, because it is thicker. And I just, sometimes you need to make sure you have a good cut, but I usually don't have a problem. So hopefully you have a scan and cut, because trust me that I didn't think I was going to need one. And I was like, really, we're coming out with a machine? I have every machine, but it's my favorite. It's my go-to. Like Stephanie said, it's the easiest to crank and cut with, and I just like how it cuts so much better. So I probably lighten this one up a lot more with my color lifter, but do what you want. This will lighten up a little bit too, but anyway, so cute, fun set. Like I said, you don't have to have this die. If you don't have that, use a different flower, use a different sentiment. I did put this banner in for you, but the flowers you don't even have to stamp. Just kind of do what I did in your palm, and then just add them and add a gem. They'll be beautiful. So there you go. So that is card number 3. I've said it before, sometimes it's really hard to kind of think about, coming up with projects where you can only use dies. So I try my hardest so that it's easy for you to find something else to substitute in that you can use. But sometimes it gets tricky, because I wanted to add, there's certain cards that you want to add in, but then you realize, oh, you can't do it, because what if they don't have that set or whatever? Yes, a wedding card, it would be beautiful. All right, so we're ready for bingo number 3. Is everybody ready? We have one fun card left. Oops, let me move this behind me. All right, who's going to win this one? I'm ready. I'm ready for some winners. Nobody's going to win this one? Number 27. 27. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs up. I do really appreciate that. It helps my channel. It shows me that you appreciate what I'm doing. And obviously, you guys can always message me and let me know if there's something you want me to see, and if there's something that I have, or something that I can create to show you and help you with. I can definitely try. Sometimes you just have to feel the stamp set, right? Number 3. Oh, Bobette, if you can ever get a cut and emboss, you will absolutely love it. It is, I've had a lot of die cutting in my life, and I've had a lot of machines, electric and non. I have the Switch. I have the electric, what is that, Big Shot. I've had the Vagabond. I've had the Gemini. And honestly, the cut and emboss I use it all the time. I don't use anything else. The other ones are just collecting dust. Number 25. I just like the way they cut, and the edge and everything, just beside the fact it's much better for my arm. And the electric ones just take too long. And they don't cut like I like anyway. Number 29. Well, I'm glad you guys are enjoying bingo. I hope those that are watching that are new and haven't seen bingo, I hope it's making sense to you. I know there's been a few people that said they're going to watch and try to figure it out. Number 21. And the good thing is I remembered bingo was at 5 this week. Yeah, Mary Lou, I agree. Like I said, I was thinking, oh, I have tons of machines. I'll be fine. I don't need another machine, but I'm so glad I got it. Number 9. And Stephanie has bad hands, and another one of my downlines has bad hands, and they really like the machine. It helps them a lot. All right, we've got lots of bees started. Angela with the BI already. Number 5. Ooh, BI, 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 and a B. $19. $28. Oh, Rose, hopefully you'll play next time. It's going to be holiday bingo. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then October is birthday bingo, so that'll be fun too. Number 30. Ooh, BIN, Olivia, you have been on all night. You've been getting a lot of letters. A lot of numbers, I guess I should say. $14. Yay, Dolores has BI. Eileen. Even Carrie has BI. 22. All right, I think I've asked you guys this before, but have you guys ever seen Claim to Fame? If anybody's watching Claim to Fame, let me know. I really enjoy that show. 15. Ooh, BINs for a couple. Nancy Lee and Eileen. Bobette in with a B. $18. I love how when I read this closed captions, a lot of the words it says is nothing like what I said. And I'm like, do I slur that much or what? Number 20. Right, Rose? That's what my very first day. I'm like, hello? I think it's his son. It cannot be Marie's because he looks just like Donnie. It was the same when he was on Masked Singer. Immediately when he started singing, I knew it was him. Number 4. I think it's because they're all young. I only need an 8 to bingo. Oh, wow. See, Rose? Next time, you got to play. Right, Mary Lou? Number 11. I do have some people that request it because they need it, and so I do it, but it's just funny. Oh, yeah, I think it's Donnie's son for sure. He's adorable, by the way, just like his daddy. I'm a huge Donnie fan. I was going to marry him. I think I told you guys that. Number 24. So we have lots of BINs. Ooh, oh, Olivia, BING. Let's see if there's a no. Oh, and Carol and Dolores. All right, 23. All right, I'm going to slow down because you guys are at 11 and I'm a little bit ahead. So you're going to see it all at the same time. Oh, Gloria. Oh, Debbie, you got to watch it. I think it's on ABC on Monday nights, I think. Ooh, lots of B-I-N-G's. Someone's going to go. Remember, it's the first person. So everybody that has a B-I-N-G, make sure you have typed in B-I-N-G-O, like Michelle just said bingo. So let's take a look. Oh, I know how it is to be so close and somebody else wins. 4, 6, 4. No bingo. Okay. Nope. No bingo for Michelle because she needs a 6. So I am going to continue on. Thank you, Michelle. All right. It's better safe than sorry, right? Oh, we're going to go. We're going to put this one down because I don't know what it is. And we're going to go with this one because it jumped out first. 26. And if someone wins, I won't show this one just in case. 26. I'm waiting because it's just being shown. That's how the lapse is. Oh, got another B-I-N-G. All right, so it doesn't look like anybody. Next one, 16. 16. As soon as I flip it, make sure you hit enter if you have it. If you just need a 16. I'm pausing because I know that it could be somebody's because we're that close. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go because no one's flipped it yet. No one said bingo. Ooh, 10. Rosemary, I think you're behind us, but they're all pretty sets. I like them a lot. All right, so I just put a 10 down. I'm going to put another one, even though if you do bingo, so we can save a little time. Number 12. So somebody, oh, Paula did bingo on the 10. So let's see. Paula, we have 3 and 11, 3, 11, 26, 10, and, oh, where's your name go? 18 and 18. Congratulations, Paula. You won. Yay. Congratulations. So let me write that down. Bingo number 3. Paula, number 3. Congratulations. Yay. There was a lot of people on. Good job, everybody. You must be picking some good numbers. Right, Paula? Yay. Inique is still hanging in with us. All right. Shake, shake, shake. Congratulations. I've got you written down. Remember, if you guys need to email me your order, it's Marcie at marciebeseckerdesigns.com. And let me know your order. Obviously, if you can go over, that's great and fabulous and wonderful. And you will get all the Stampin' rewards and all that good stuff. All right, so let's start card number 4. I've been wanting to play with this set, and I've also been wanting to do this fancy fold because I think it's really cool, really simple, and a lot of fun. Oh, Bobette, make sure you grab your bar and you bring it all the way current because we just finished game number 3. So make sure you do that so you're caught up with us. Okay, so this is the card we did. We're going to do the book binding. And we used the Countryside, I think it's Countryside Corners. And so we're going to use that stamp set if you have the stamp set. If you don't, You're going to get these dies anyway. You do not have to put this flower around it, but you could take a flower, like let's just pretend this is a flower, and you could, let's take this out. Your sequins are in here because I used something a little different this time on the sequins. So be careful. All right, so here's our sequins and our vellum. So you could take this piece and you could take a flower, let's say, and just decorate around the outside of this, okay? So you don't have to use this stamp if you don't want it or if you don't have it. So don't worry about that. All right, so this is the Countryside Corners. And so it's a really, really fun set. And then the dies, of course, yeah, the suite is Countryside Inn. Thank you, Carol. The suite is Countryside Inn. The stamp says Countryside Corners. And then, of course, we die cut everything for you. This, we as in Stephanie did this one, but I do some. This is the Timeless Arrangements, the vellum. I just thought it would be really pretty with it. Just add a little bit on your card. We're going to use this ribbon, which is the braided Misty Moonlight. And so let me grab the Misty Moonlight. Also, the sentiment is from Pansy Patch. There's no sentiments here. And I wanted just something that was pretty, but just kind of fit right on that label. And a birthday card is always great, right? So that's what we used. So the first thing we're going to do is let's put our inside together. So when you get your card, it should, you can slide this off with this, and inside should be the inside of your card. So we're going to take this aside and let's put it together. So of course my silicone mat, I'm going to put it like this. Everybody's is going to look different. It's just from the paper with this pattern. So I just kind of chose different pieces. It's the ones with the bunny on the other side. All right, so we're just going to add that. Make sure that your piece, when you look at it, this one is 4 long, but it's only 3 3/4. So it's going to go like this. You want it longer this way, because this is going to go here, and this, of course, you're going to get your brown, your blue, okay? And so you want to make sure that your blue and your white match up. You don't want to do your blue and then your white's like this and it doesn't fit. So make sure it fits. It's going to be long ways like that. So let's take our white first and put our DSP on there. This is such pretty paper, and I love Misty Moonlight. So then you're going to have this piece here. Make sure it fits. Sometimes I try to make them longer, but sometimes I just have these little pieces, and so that's what I use. I try to use my scraps if I can. That's how I started doing it on the inside. I'm like, oh, I have this piece left. What am I going to do? So I just started putting it all on the inside. And now I just can't seem to do a card without it on the inside. I can't wait for you guys to see your thank you cards. Are so cute. I think Bobette, no, because she did BING after bingo was already called. And she may be behind on watching the video. I don't know. Because it was after the bingo was already completely done. Because some people come on and then they're way behind. All right, so we're going to take this one. We're going to add it to our Misty Moonlight. Okay. And honestly, I think I did Night of Navy. But I'm going to do Misty Moonlight because I actually like it better. But it looks like I did Night of Navy on this one. All right, we're going to add this on the inside. As long as you close this up to kind of see your spacing, you're fine. You don't want to add your glue there yet. Okay, so don't add your glue and close that binding yet on your project. So we're going to close this up and then add this to the inside. Okay, so that's done. See, nice and centered. So that part's done. So let's move that aside now. Let's go ahead and adhere our pieces here. This one is going to go here. And we're going to just put that in the middle also. Right. Okay, so there we go. So this is going to go on the binding, which we can put on there now. So let's go ahead and add that. Oops, this is going to go up. There we go. All right, so there's that. Now let's go ahead and add these two together. So you can just kind of start layering your items. Again, make sure your paper fits on here because it is that kind of odd size. You don't want to do it like that. Or adhere this first and then go to put it and it's wrong. So just make sure they line up. The back sides of these papers are so pretty too. Oh, Carrie, I'm glad. I hope you liked it. All right, so this goes here. All right, so this can actually be attached too. So let's go ahead and attach it. I like to attach as much as I can, where I know that it is okay to attach, and kind of just so I don't lose pieces or pick it up and stamp on it or whatever. All right, so there's that one. All right, so we'll move that aside now. Now let's worry about this. Let's get our stamping done. So we're going to do Happy Birthday again. We're going to do it in black. And the happy, of course, is nice and straight, so I'm going to go with that. Looking at that to make sure it's straight across. There we go. All right. Just so you guys know, there's sometimes we get people that play bingo, but then they're not on playing, and that's because they just want the class part. Like maybe they're not available, so they don't play, but they do the projects. So that's kind of how that works. All right, so now what we're going to do, now this is going to be different because I have not done this, but if you have this, I'm going to place this on something. Let's put it on our silicone mat. Well, let's wipe that off first. I don't want this to be all, this has like little pieces of paper and stuff, so I'm going to wipe that off. Blow it. Okay, so we're going to put that there. Now what I'm going to do is attempt to lay my piece of paper right where those flowers are. So you're going to kind of see where you're going to lay your project, your paper. So this is if you want to use the stamp set that matches so that it looks like this. Okay, but like I said, you could take something and just stamp the edges. I think it would be beautiful white also because it's so dark and it's all blue that the white would look really good. The Countryside Inn is my favorite DSP in the AC. Did you know that on the next page there's a stamp set that matches the embossing folder and the DSP? Ooh, find that page number for me so I can look at it and see what you're saying. All right, so we're going to take Misty Moonlight. Mine is very juicy. All right, we're going to ink that up. So we're going to try our best. Okay, here's my tweezers. We're going to try our best to not ink up our hands, but I'm just seeing if this works. It's okay. So the flowers are going to go in a ways. See right here how there looks like there's some space around the outside. So they're not right on the edge. So you want to kind of, I don't want to do that. Go in a little bit. Otherwise you're going to be on this dotted line. So I think as long as you go evenly right in the middle. So I'm going to try. I'm going to go down here and here. And I'm just going to go with my finger lightly. And let's hope it's okay. Okay, so you're going to get the center too, but that's okay because we're going to cover that up. So it's a little tiny bit smudged up here, but it's okay. So I felt myself move, so I kind of knew that was going to happen. But so if you wanted to, if you have the paper, obviously, I mean, if you have the stamp, it's actually probably easier to just stamp it and die cut exactly what you want, but it is possible to do it like this. So if you want that line, and I like the line, but like I said, if you don't have it, use a stamp, a little flower, whatever you want. You could just stamp the whole thing like in a plaid or, you know, a large stamp just with some texture on it, whatever you have. All right, because see, we're going to cover this up just like that. All right, and then we're going to pop this one up. I see another is 685. Oh, gotcha. Well, I'll look that up. Oh, you know what? I think I know what you're talking about. The stamps on the next page is those little flowers. Yes, it does go. It's not part of a sweep, but it kind of matches and goes with it, if I'm remembering correctly. All right, so once you do this, what we're going to do is, I'm not going to attach this quite yet because we need to work on our ribbon. So what I did is I gave you enough ribbon. There's two things you can do. You don't want to do this, okay, and put it around. What you want to do, and I've showed you guys this before, take this and tie it in a knot. Okay, you want it towards the end, as much as you can do it towards the end, okay? And you're going to just like you're tying it in the middle. So you're going to go around and through here and twist this, oops, to make it a little knot, okay? And then you have to kind of fiddle with it, get it to where you want it. All right, so you want your pieces to stick up, and then pull the circle part out, okay? And then you're gonna just keep kind of fiddling with your bow, get it where you want. Use a glue dot to get it, like this one twisted on us, but that's okay. We're gonna twist it back, okay? And so now you have your knot right there. Now you're going to cut it down the middle, but make sure that you do your ribbon towards the end. You don't want to do it all the way down in the middle because you need enough to tuck under, okay? So, and we're going to fix this bow to get it where we want it. So we're going to do that right now. I pulled on this a little bit, so I'm going to trim that. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the glue dot. Right on the bad side, the opposite side of the knot that I want to go, oops, this goes this way. The knot that's going to go right here on my project. So right in the center. And then you can cut those and trim those and stuff when you're done. So what we're going to do is open this up. And you want it right in the center. Okay. So number one, that saves on ribbon. Otherwise, if you go all the way around and then tie your knot on it, that's a lot of ribbon that you're going to be using up. So this way it teaches you that it's kind of a faux tie all the way around. Okay, so it's there, it's on there. You can like, we can trim this up at a slant. I've been using this scissors for everything right now, so it's probably not the best scissors to use, but okay, start up at the top. Okay, so get your little bow to do what you want. Now we did a little bit of seal to hold that down and get it where you want it. Now I'm going to add glue because I want to make sure that this is going to close. It's got that thick ribbon in there, and I add the glue on the sides all the way around it and on the ribbon. Okay, so you're going to close it and put that there. Okay, so now we're just going to set that aside. I'm going to put my ink right there on it just to give it a little more support. Now let's take our sentiment that we did. We're going to turn it over. We're going to run seal on the edges. Okay. I went over a little. Let's not get excited. Too much, too much. All right, now I'm going to lay this one down. And I'm going to bring this right into here and just pick that up. See? Now when you put your dimensionals on the back, it's going to pop it up. All right, so let's take this one, go down here, and now I'm going to put this one to the right side. Right here. A little bit of adhesive right there. There we go. So now that's on there. And we're going to get dimensionals. I think I put more adhesive over here than here, so I'm just going to make sure I put a dimensional right there. Let's go right here and right here. Okay. All right, so we're going to just make sure that this is closed. See, be careful you don't want glue coming out. And then we're going to put this right on. And you could pop it up, you could lay it down. I mean, you don't have to pop it up. You could just add adhesive if you want, because this is popped up. So it's, you know, whatever you want to do. Let's see, the caddy. Yes, I think that's the one I'm thinking of. I'll pull my catalog out in just a second. We can look at it. Okay, so here's our embellishments. So we'll take the large one. I'm going to put it right here. I'm putting it on the blue so that we can kind of see it. So I'm putting it on the darker piece. Uh-oh, till it runs away. And then on this one, oh, I put it right up here. All right, so there you go. That is card number 4. Quick and simple. A little bow trick. Make sure you have enough. Think about if you're going all the way around and it touches, it's probably enough to do your bow, do your knot, and then have enough to go around. And now, because we adhered it inside with the glue, that bow is not going anywhere. And I added a glue dot right on the dot, on the knot there, so that it can be stuck in there. So I've been wanting to do this fold for a while, and so I thought, ooh, this is perfect with this paper. So I think it's really a cool set. You know what you're making tomorrow. Good, Carol. So there is card number 4. How quick and simple was that one? Okay, let me pull that catalog out real quick and let's take a quick look, and then we're going to do our last bingo. So page 6263. 6263. Okay, so here is 6263, what she was talking about. So this is the suite, and you get the beautiful embossing folder with it. And then this set, see how these little flowers, they match these little flowers. See all those little flowers on all of their paper? It's got these tiny flowers. And then this one, it kind of looks like this, but I think there's another paper that has the bigger flowers that look like that too. But look at these sentiments too. Such great sentiment. So this is a great set. Standalone, but also to go with this paper and this set. So, oh, here you can see them a little bit better with the bigger images. So, great idea. Sharon Armstrong from, she did. Yes, she did. Corey, I do have kits left. Yes. So down below, just click on the August bingo and purchase it. And I will get that out. I'm hopefully mailing them tomorrow. All right. So there we go. That is number 4. So I hope you guys liked them. I'll show them all again right after bingo. So let's get our next bingo going. And it's only 7:30. Yay. All right. Number 23. Number 6. Number 14. So remember, when you come back and do your projects, I will have a timestamp in the description below so that you can just hop right to the card that you want to start with, and you don't have to re-watch all of the bingo stuff to find your card. Number 1. Number 1. $15. Oops. Let's see. I know, Dolores. There's so many. When everybody has a BING, everybody's one number off. Margie, I saw your messages come in. I didn't get to read them all, but I will, and I'll get back to you. Number 20. Number 9. All right, Margie has a BI, lots of B's. Oh, thank you, Cindy. I appreciate it. 29. Can you verify if I'm 23 or 24? Oh, your numbers? 24. 12, 1, 7, 6, 24. $30. I'm going to go a little faster just because until we get a little closer. 28. $26. $19. Carrie has a BI. Carol, Eileen, Michelle, Kathy, and Margie. Ooh, Eileen has a BIN. Number 7. And 27. I really appreciate all of you playing bingo. I hope you guys will take advantage and sign up for next month's because it's going to be holiday bingo. So we'll play with some new items, which will be a lot of fun. Ooh, Margie and Olivia have BIN along with Eileen. Well, 25. $24. Number 4. It's 10:30 here. Oh, it's only, yeah, 7:42 here now. 13. Ooh, lots of BINGs coming up. I should have been playing, have a bing and waiting for 8. Oh my goodness, Rose. $18. Close. $16. Ooh, lots of BINGs. We have BIN. 10. Looks like we're going to get every number called out. $21. And $17. Got some BINs, more BING. Oh, Kathy has a BING. $11. Ooh, Dolores has a BING. $3. Ooh, look at all those BINGs. I'm going to hold off a bit just because I know that I'm a little ahead. Oh, Dolores has a bingo. Let's take a look. 6. 11. 18. 19. And 21. Dolores, congratulations with a bingo. Yeah, that's okay. As long as you call it first. I know the time is kind of weird, but you all see it at the same time. So that's fine. So Dolores is bingo number 4. So the winners tonight are Linda, Barbara, Paula, and Dolores. Congratulations, everybody. Let's see, did I miss anything? Okay, no, good. Congratulations. All right. Oh, let me show the cards. So that one was number 4 and number 3. number 2. Oops, this one's number 2. And number 1. Oops, here we go. There we go. So again, my apologies about this. I would just cut this down a little bit to match it. I'm so sorry because that was my cutting error. But again, you can put this paper on the back or put it on the front, whichever you want. I kind of like the more of the poppy showing. It's kind of fun. So I guess cutting that down a little bit, but I will look, but I don't think I have any more of that, and I apologize. I did a ton of purchase these to make these kits because I just had to do this card with these colors and paper, and so now I'm mad at myself because I cut them short. So I apologize. If you have the subtles, this should be 5 1/4, and let me double triple check for you. As soon as oh, here it is. That's my complete fault. Let's see, 5, yeah, 5 1/4. So this is what I had it, and I goofed and cut these too short. But as you know, this pack of paper, you don't get very much of it. So if you want to switch it out for a DSP or something, then I would do that. Oh, thanks you guys. I know, Anika, I wish you could. So there's that. So let me also remind you, I showed it at the beginning, but just in case you missed it, the add-on for the paper pumpkin is this really adorable 8, I think it's 8 1/2 or 8 by 12, and it's hard. It's got 2 full sheets of stickers. This is the add-on for paper pumpkin. So if you are signed up for paper pumpkin, you can order this now. If you are not, then you will, once you do sign up, you can order it. And as always, the add-ons are usually, you know, as supplies last. So, but look at that gold on there too. So pretty. And then it's just a nice notebook. So it's a great, and it's thin, it's nice. And like I said, it's hardbound, so it won't get all messed up. So that is a fun thing. And the kit for the paper pumpkin this month is really awesome. It says 8 treat packages, 8 note cards, coordinating envelopes. So I don't see the treat packages. So I'm not sure what those are, but there's the envelopes and the cards. And that stamp set with those leaves, absolutely beautiful. So I love it. Don't forget, next month is the September holiday bingo for next month. And you can sign up for that now. Oh, I know, Anika, it's really cute. However, I get to see the making of those cards. Oh, that's good. No worries about the cutting error. It's not a big deal. Thank you, Carrie. Oh, I feel terrible about it. Congratulations to winners. Yes, congratulations. Margie, can you check September bingo flyer? It has October 11th on it. Oh, I'll go look. You know why? Because I was going to do it in October, but I changed my mind. It's definitely September. So I was going to do the holiday bingo in October. So no, it is going to be in September. October is birthday bingo. And I usually do a lot of fun giveaways and stuff. And I might do that at the holiday bingo too. So we'll see. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yes, congratulations to everybody. Somebody had messaged me and asked me about the Hey Chuck class. Yes, it is over, but I still have a few kits. So if you're interested, you will get the video link, the PDF, and the kits. So I'll get those sent out. The trucking along, I have a few left. It's a big class. I forgot to put a date on here. It's supposed to be the 30th. As you know, my class is online. I put an RSVP date, and then I usually have a date for the class. And that just means I have to get my kits, my PDF, and my video link out to you so that you can have everything and create your project at your leisure. So I record the video for you. You can go back and watch it as much as you want. take your time and get it all taken care of. Enjoyed the cards and bingo. Pam, I'm glad you did. Thank you for joining. So anyway, that is how my online classes work. So I do still have some kits. I've also been questioned if the last bingo, if I still have kits. Yes, I do. I know you missed the bingo, but the kits are still 4 great kits. And a project, you get a video link to create your projects, and you get 4 kits and some ideas. So hopefully you will take advantage of that. Don't forget, I do have a paper share, and the paper share I will be ordering on September the 5th. Late at night is when I can order, so that's usually what I do. So if you would like to purchase that, please make it. I think I put by 9 o'clock on the 5th. Can foreigners purchase the classes PDFs and get the video link? Yes. So I need, when you go to my blog, marciebeseckerdesigns.com, and you go to where it says bingos, classes, PDFs, and more, or something like that, click on there and you'll see everything offered. Below the picture is text. Click on the text. You'll see that, like, I have my trucking class, but I also have my trucking PDF and video link only. Click on that one, and that's the one you want to purchase. So I have the trucking. I think I have the Cheerful Daisies still, if I remember right. I think I did that one on a PDF and video link only. And then the trucking, oh, and my Hey Chuck one. So I do still have those. So anything that's available there for PDF and video link only, I do put a separate link up for you, so it's a little easier to figure out. I have not won bingo before, so what do? Dolores, you're going to email me. You pick out your order, whatever you want. Obviously, $150 is a party. You would get the stamping rewards and everything. Then you send me your order, whatever you want. So it includes your products and what you want for your stamping rewards, which would be 10% of your order. And then if there's a 50%, whatever, it depends on whatever your order is. And email it to me at marcie@marciebeseckerdesigns.com. Then I will put it in the system and screenshot your totals for you. And I will send those back to you, so I pay your first $100. So I will pay that. The total over the 100 is what you pay to me, and I will PayPal invoice you with your screenshot. Once you pay that, then I submit the order, and it gets shipped directly from Stampin' Up to you. So that's how it works. And the month that you win, so this is August, your order needs to be in August. So whenever you want to, I leave next week on the 20. I would say if you want to get it in before the 22nd, that would be good, because I'm leaving. But then I come back the 27th, so I could put it in the 28th, 29th, at the end of the month. So, but once September comes, I can't put it in. Okay, so it needs to put in the same month as bingo. That just keeps my record straight. All right. So I hope that helps. If there are any other questions, please let me know. I do appreciate you guys so much playing bingo. And thank you for those that came to watch. I hope you enjoyed it. I know a lot of you had messaged and said that they want to watch and see what it's about and how it works. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it made sense. If it didn't, just message me and I will help answer any questions. All the classes, the paper share, everything, there are links below, and for the bingos. And I hope to see you next month at bingo. I will be here on Sunday with a video, and then I will be off for a week. So my goal this week is to get that trucking class out to you before I leave. Fingers crossed. And so you guys have a great rest of your week. I'll see you Sunday. Bye, everybody.